We're back. Norman Sucks, Spalding, Bare Bones Broadcasting. I'm a radio broadcaster. We're going to talk about human on this planet. Let's get right to it. You think females among us, and I want to talk about females because they're very important and they're priceless, are holding their own. And by that, upholding femininity, upholding their position, the difference between them and men. They're not equal a bit. They're superior in some ways. Very fragile. Some ways inferior. Some ways extremely superior. Wit-wise. And that echo of accurate information is very responsible here. When it fails, there's problems. You think they're holding their own there. To make the remarks in the home that need to be made. To keep it a nice place for children. To keep cruelty the hell out of here. What is responsible to keep cruelty out? Male or female? What is responsible to keep sweet here? And the absence of sour in the home among humans? Male or female? Are they both equally responsible? Do they both have the same wiring for it and the same wit? How does that fit in mammal and the bigger picture, the Serengeti and so on? Comparably speaking. Conceptually speaking. What's happening? I'm a deserted male parent. My daughter's had dirt kicked in her from her face, from her mother on. She was a deserted child at 3 years old. 4. And I'll tell you something. She hasn't, her position hasn't been respected. Our females respecting their position. My daughter's position has not. To the day they're jading her. And they're jading her position. And calling her a scum at it. How dare them? I wish their children die, just like happened to my daughter. And anyone give my daughter a hard time, I wish your child die. I'll mock your mother's inner lips. Same, you better, I'm a male, I'm a she-bear. That's my daughter, and her feelings you're mangling. I'll mangle yours. Far superior. I know how to take care of your feelings in a far more exceeding way than you know how to take care of anything here. I find your feelings in your maker's dream chamber and lick right off. Nope. Know it. And I already done it, plenty of it. And I'm an expert at it. And I don't think there's any more to do. So here I come to you. Now you be nice to Dawn Pearson. Yeah. Real nice, like a lot of people have already. Well, a lot of people haven't, and they really haven't covered her position, and it's not getting covered now. Well, they haven't. She's brokenhearted over it. And I don't think she's the only one. I think females are suffering a very similar experience right now. And the males are trying to cover their position, only they have to fit in and help, and they're not. Females are not helping covering their own position. No, they're not. They're jading it and throwing it out the window. And for what, a career? What? Are females gullible? In some ways. By who? Their husbands? No. Unless they're lying to themselves, their husbands are not the way to get them. Well, what gets females? What are they gullible to? The ambient chant. Oh, man. Females are very vulnerable to the ambient chant, the gossip and rumor, the advertising, the shiny, the glitter. They're vulnerable to it. Or males, of course. Who screams more in pleasure? The male or the female? Genuine wise. Who experiences more pleasure? Whether they scream or not. Is there a difference? Who is the delight of the place? The essence where you'll never find it anywhere else. This femininity. Does it have wit? Does femininity have wit in and of itself? And does it change as it matures and leaves? Is it genetic and hormone? Or is it precise and specific? Not unique, not special, precise and specific. A cotter pin and a mechanism. Is it? But I saw something move. My mind. These are relevant questions right now. This man writes an article, the earth is full. Not ain't. Oh, it's full, all right, of contribution and not getting tapped. It's full of response to remarks of loveliness not even getting considered. It's full of generosity not getting practiced. Let's get it going. Gotta use the word first. Now that's going to challenge parenting a lot, isn't it? Because they don't understand it. Does that mean you give your kid everything they ask for? Oh, I gotta be generous. That's not what I'm talking about. Start with explanation first of why you can't. Start with a confession why you don't have anything to generous with. That's generous. Start with a confession you're stingy. Start with a confession you had no business bringing a child. And you need their help. Because you're over your head already. And without their help, you ain't gonna make it. Neither are they. That nest has to work. And you need their help to make it work. Big time. That doesn't mean you lay on your ass. You gotta get in a hustle. Don't get lazy like I did. I got to playing. I didn't take it. Hell, everybody was playing and having fun. I'd play too. My children were exceedingly responsible. And still are. To today. It's a little sidetracked. Exceedingly responsible. Especially inside. Ooh, very responsible. Up here. Full of prunes from the advertising industry. Consider what I'm saying. We're today in the helm of it. Big time. This society is at the helm. The way this society directs this place, what happens? For a long time. And every society is actually that way. And every generation is that way. So, and the course steers little bits at a time. It does. Very slightly. Moves you a long ways across the ocean. Because the port's a long way off. Who knows how long we'll be sailing here? Does anybody know where the port is anymore? Could be. We're going around in a circle. Can't find the port. There's currents in this ocean. We'll hit the current. It'll find a port. Yes, it will. So not all of them, I agree. Not all of them. Some currents go around the circle too. I know they do.